So when Apple announced the MacBook Air M4, we went, that is super interesting. Not just for the hardware, but the price point. Remember, this device starts at $999, but we want to find out what it's all about. Unbox it, check it out, and I give you my first thoughts in the last 72 hours. So I did say 72 hours, might be closer to 48, but this is the M4 MacBook Air. It's really nice. It's got a lovely display. Just look at that there. And yes, guys, the wallpapers that you see in this, I'll have the links for you down below. It's an IPS display, still looks really good, not OLED. But when you think of that price point in mind at $999 starting price point, it's really, really fantastic. Now, I have the 15-inch variant here. And of course, your storage goes all the way up to whatever you need to, 2 terabytes. What's interesting is that Apple finally went with 16 gigabytes of RAM on here, which is what you need to run this device, honestly. 8 gigabytes was a nice, cheaper starting point, even though when you look at the price point from last year, it was more expensive. So now that we're down to $999 at 16 gigabytes for the 13-inch MacBook Air M4, it's great. It's a great starting point. So what is different with this device? First, the color. We've got Sky Blue, which is the new color edition. And to be fair, it depends on how light strikes it. It kind of looks gray. In some other instances, it gives you that sky blue color. But it's still a nice color, just the fact that you get those different color tones. So on camera, it's looking great to me right here, looks sky blue. That's that. Hardware-wise, the keyboard layout is the same. You get the same experience there. You also have, of course, that nice big trackpad that you would expect. And then, of course, you've got 2 USB Type-C ports, which are Thunderbolt 4. I did mention Thunderbolt 5 in my short form. I apologize. Wrong stat there, Thunderbolt 4. But this time, we can actually go connect to 2 monitors, 6K, at the same time, which is pretty nice. Then we have a MagSafe and the headphone jack. To be fair, honestly, I don't know anyone who uses MagSafe to charge. If Apple were to change anything, please change this to 3rd Thunderbolt, or maybe even a micro SD card slot or full SD card slot. Whatever you want to do, because I don't think MagSafe is definitely necessary because you've got Thunderbolt. Now, the overall chassis is the same from what we have from the M3 or even the M2. And why change it? It's nice, it's light, it's very solid, and it gives you what you need. So then what's the difference? Well, as I mentioned with the price, it comes with a newer processor, the M4 processor. And of course, this processor here packs in a lot of punch. When you look at the benchmark numbers from Cinebench R23, really solid numbers, Geekbench 6, nice numbers there as well, even Cinebench R24. Overall numbers are great. I will mention this though, I took a quick look at my Cinebench numbers for the M3, a MacBook Air, and they were slightly higher than what I'm getting now. So that's just something to take note. But that being said, this is a more efficient chipset, giving you better performance across the board for all your different tasks. And I did some tasks. I did a lot of benchmarks. I tried to do some work on here. And I can tell you that it performed really well, but temperatures did rise. And that's something you have to expect, especially with such a thin chassis like this. I was getting temperature up to about 107 degrees Fahrenheit, about 41 to 42 degrees Celsius. So when it comes to temps, you're gonna get it warm right here, this side of this device here. So when it's on your lap, you're gonna feel some of that temperatures there. But this device is so portable and easy to use anywhere, whether you're in the kitchen like me here, having dinner, or even you're on the flight. It doesn't matter where you are. It's such a portable device and you really can't go wrong with that in terms of just size and fit. Now, the M4 chip also brings in a lot of performance additives, especially when you're gaming. So we took a little bit to play some games, played some Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Got some really great performance off that as well. As you can see, benchmarks were closer to about 47, and then gameplay was peaking up to about 53. So solid performance there. And then Life of Pi, we're getting close to about 65 frames per second, sometimes 70, depends on where we are within the game. And you can play games like Resident Evil. I don't have to show that to you. You just know that's just there and very capable. Pixel camera. Okay, so center stage means this, right, and this. You get the idea. This thing is a solid device, and I'd like to spend more time to do more with it, and also just compare it to the competition out there. I just did a podcast, and we talked about this device and how this might be just probably the most priced laptops out there in the market, whether it's Windows or whether it's Mac OS. But I want to see how it compares against some of the Windows laptops, devices from Intel, devices from Qualcomm, devices from AMD, to see how it stacks up both price and also performance. But I have to say, if you're in the Apple ecosystem and you want to upgrade, this is a good one, especially if you're coming from the M1. That's the key thing. If you're coming from the M1, it makes so much sense. If you're still using an Intel-based laptop, seriously, get this. That's just the pure logical conclusion. But from the M1 and you want to get something newer, maybe of course get a larger display, because the M1s were all 13 inches. This is you can get a 15-inch. It's great. Again, your price point is at $999. If you have a student discount, you can get it at $899. And even think about it, if you to get the M1 or the M2 or even the M3 at base, you still have to pay extra $200 for the 16 gigabytes of RAM. So this already has that built in, which is nice. Overall, these last 72 hours have been great with this device, especially traveling with it as well. I think a lot of people will like it, and I think this might be just a nice, good hit from Apple in terms of just performance, price point, just the whole shebang together. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the MacBook Air M4. If you have any questions or any comments, let me know. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and always enjoy your entertainment. I've got a call to answer.